to Would I Lie to You, the show where dishonesty is sometimes the best policy. On David Mitchell's team tonight, an actress with 3 BAFTAs, 3 Independent Film Awards and a Golden Globe. The only thing bigger than her talent is her mantelpiece. It's Olivia Colman. And a singer-songwriter who recently became a father, which explains why he was so keen to come out tonight. It's Aston Marigold. And over on Lee Mack's team tonight, a comedian with more hang-ups than a PPI call centre. It's John Richardson. And a TV presenter who loves rare animals. Personally, I prefer mine well done. It's Michaela Strachan. We begin with round 1, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And John is first up tonight.
After just 1 lesson, I had to give up learning the guitar because I found my teacher too good-looking.
David Steve.
How old were you when you had these lessons?
30... something. I'd say it was 3 years ago.
It's well known you can't learn anything after the age of 27. That's it. Whatever you can do when you're 27, that's what you do. Forget anything else.
How is parenting going, David?
Was it a man or a woman, your teacher?
Which is funnier. It was a man.
And were you attracted to him, or you just found him objectively so good-looking that you thought this is intimidating?
I am recently married. This is a threat to me. My wife booked me some lessons as a gift. He came to my house. I felt he was too good-looking to exist in my house, and I simply never phoned him about the second lesson.
Paint a picture for us of this man, maybe using Lee as a base point.
I mean, if you can picture almost the opposite.
There's no need to go that far, John.
He arrived on a bicycle. That upset me. Sweating. Guitar on his back. He was Spanish. That upset me. Very ahead of my time there, Brexit-wise. This was before the vote. In fact, I actually organised the vote as a way of getting him out of the country. He said something like, Can I bring my bike into the house? I mean, I was all a quiver.
Yeah.
I think I said, you can bring whatever you like, Alberta.
But I want a visual picture. I mean, what
colour were his eyes?
Have you ever seen a sunset?
Was your wife clearly thrilled to see him?
She was upstairs, luckily.
And why the guitar? Are you into guitar, or does she just want you to play guitar?
I want to learn the guitar.
You don't need to learn an instrument to be in a band, do you, Aston?
You can sell, like, 10 million records without playing a guitar, so you'll be fine.
Boom! What do you think? Is he telling the truth?
Oh.
What do you think?
Well, I did think it was the truth, because the little I know of you, you seem like you could be worried enough to feel that.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sold.
So if you could move to true, that would really help me out.
For you, I'll move to true.
Oh,
Brilliant.
no, the pressure.
That means I don't have to think.
True.
Yeah.
Saying true. John,
come on.
Truth or lie?
It is true.
It's true. John did stop having guitar lessons because he found his teacher too good-looking. Olivia, you're next.
Possession.
Ah, right, OK. There's a box under the desk. Now, there's a card inside it. Could you read the card out first Then when you've read it, take the item and place it on top of the desk.
Whenever I need to cry in a scene, I ask the director to hold this up behind the camera. There's something about it that helps the tears to flow.
OK, and then take out the object and just pop it on the desk. Right, just see if you can position it there. Please, team.
What is that?
It's a cat.
It's a
But he
glove
looks a bit
puppet.
like he's been treated badly.
Well, he has been treated badly because someone's cut his back legs off.
I know.
And how long have you had this badly treated cat?
About 20 years.
So since you were about 7? Thank you. No, I was only joking.
Why? David will remember him from various scenes in Peep Show as well.
Oh, this is good. I've never seen this done before. Dragging a teammate into a hole.
So he would sometimes hold the cat.
So maybe it wasn't the cat that made you cry. Maybe it was...
Never thought that through.
Yeah.
I wasn't on set for Broadchurch, so...
But the cat is called David, so maybe I've never made that connection before.
So is David Tennant holding that up in Broadchurch?
It's the director normally behind the camera.
Right.
But
And he,
why
if you
is...
look. I know.
Could I have David?
Okay,
please?
just be nice
Not
to
you.
him.
Thank you. What if you two were to sort of improvise a dramatic scene? Right, you're telling David, he's playing your husband, ludicrous, that you've met another man and you're going to leave, but you're sad because you have 6 children, you're going to miss them, it's not going to be easy.
Ooh.
I, at a given point,
Okay.
will pop it up, and when I pop it up, I want you to let the tears flow.
Okay.
Whenever Rob pops it up, a woman cries.
I didn't hear that. I only assume it was very
It'd
insulting.
be something snide.
OK. Off you go.
Okay.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. I'm afraid I'm running off with Alberto, the guitar teacher.
Alberto? What, even after I voted for Brexit?
I just couldn't help myself.
If only they'd trigger Article 50 more quickly, he'd be gone by now. I'm getting some political satire in. Are you all right, darling?
Yes. Sorry. I will try and keep it together. I'm really sorry. Sorry to do.
Is it possible to look at the cat to see if it looks 20 years old? Because I think a...
If you throw him to me, I'll throw him over to John.
No, I'm not throwing him.
Don't worry, he'll land on his feet.
To be gentle.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aston. That's very kind.
Oh, did you see that?
That was a good
quite
catch.
good, wasn't it?
Is that what you do on Spring Watch? You just pull the blue tits out of the sky. Let's have a look at this blue tit. And now an owl. He looks a bit
manky
He
and
looks.
old.
He looks
Really
battered.
manky. It's...
He looks battered.
But
Can you smell it?
Go on, have a sniff.
12 years old.
So what do you think? Truth or lie?
Michaela?
I think you're way too good an actress to need something like that.
So you say it's a lie?
I think it's definite. It's...
I think I would have read it in an interview.
Yeah. So you're saying it's a lie?
Yes.
OK, we'll say it's a lie.
You say it's a lie. Olivia, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes, it's a lie. Olivia doesn't ask the director to hold up a glove puppet to make her cry. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Justin. So, Aston, what is Justin to you?
This is Justin, and once I did a backflip in a supermarket and landed in his trolley.
Good luck with that one, Aston.
Olivia, how do you know Justin?
This is Justin. He is my neighbour, and he has had a parcel in my hall for the last 7 months. And he's here tonight because I want him to take it home.
And finally, David, what is your relationship with Justin?
This is Justin. He tried to recruit me to his underground ping pong club after being wowed by my skills with the bat.
So, please, team, where to begin?
OK, so we know you can do the backflip, Aston. I've seen that in action, so that's true. However, there's a little bit of the story I'm doubting. OK. You flipped and you landed in his shopping trolley.
Yeah.
So the big question is, was that deliberate or was it an accident when you were shopping?
An utter accident.
Oh, come on!
I promise you.
Where was this?
In, where was we? Asda?
And whereabouts in the country was this?
Peterborough.
In Peterborough?
My hometown, yeah. So I was with
You're
my
from
mum. It was
Peterborough?
literally like not long after myself and the boys did the X Factor, and it was just that kind of crazy time when it's a bit like, OK, everyone's...
That like, kind of crazy time where you think, I'll carry on shopping in Asda in Peterborough.
Why would you be doing backflips just casually in a supermarket? I mean, that's the bizarre bit, isn't it?
Basically, some guy and his daughter just, oh, would you do it? Would you do it? Oh, she's a big fan. And I was just like, I mean, I'm in a supermarket. It's...
Were you on your own?
Oh, no, it was with my mum.
To my knowledge, there are 2 parts of a backflip. The second part is doing the backflip. The first part is having a quick look behind you to check there isn't a trolley or something like that there.
Exactly. So that's not part of the backflip, is it? You can't say there's 2 parts of a backflip. The second part is doing the backflip. You could say that about anything. There's 2 parts of writing a symphony. The second part is writing a symphony. The first part is the day before you write a symphony.
It's hard to believe that an experienced backflipper wouldn't at some point have learnt to just have a quick...
It's actually on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
You can check it.
I can check it? Yeah. Well, then stay there. This is one of the easiest rounds we've ever had. I'm just checking it now, Aston.
We'll use that for proof later. It would slightly be not in the spirit of the game, Lee, to...
And also, it's not going to work on my hand, is it? That's not You see? Better actor than you thought, Rob.
When you do a backflip, you know, you don't normally fly in the air afterwards and land higher up. You just kind of land on the same plane.
If you were deliberately trying to backflip into a trolley, I would say that could be done.
But not by accident, because that could... Oh, my goodness, it could have...
But then again, he's only a little fella, isn't he? He's only little. I bet he flipped and he landed right in that little baby seat. And then off he went and started his life with a new family. Are you claiming that you landed on your feet?
Yeah.
You landed on your feet in the trolley?
And you stayed stood up?
Of course.
Was this man pushing it at the time?
No, it was there.
Did he think
just
you were a
behind
free
me.
gift with the cornflakes? Did you land facing him or facing away?
I'll tell you what, I'll show you.
No, don't do it,
I'm going to do it, just to prove you, right? Listen.
Aston, darling, don't do anything dangerous. Aston, be careful.
Let's just know, because I'm going to show you, and just
I
how
wish
high
I
as
brought
well.
it up. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You be
Please
here.
don't do it. No! Oh!
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be here.
Oh, so you did. Right. I'm sorry, I take back everything I've said. However, you're still lying.
Well, what about Olivia?
OK.
Oh, I've forgotten what she said.
Olivia's got a package in her hallway that she's had for 7 months that he should have collected from her, and I'm quite annoyed by that already. When you say neighbour, you mean actual neighbour or
Not
communal...
my immediate neighbour on either side, but he's 3 down the road.
OK, and so he wasn't in and the package came to you with a little card or whatever posted to him to say where it was. Have you still got it?
Yeah. Oh, well, it's here in my dressing room.
Why has it been 7 months?
I don't know. I know he's a wildlife photographer, so he probably travels a lot. And when I've taken it to him, he hasn't been there, so I've left a note. It's still here. And then he's missed me and left a note going, I came, but it wasn't there.
And in the whole 7 months, has he ever left a note to say, sorry, tried to catch...
Oh, yes, 3.
What did the note say?
Sorry.
That That was it.
Sorry about the package. I did try, but you weren't in.
The question is this: what is in that package?
I haven't opened it, but it's an irritating shape because you can't get the pushchair through the door hole. You have to fold down the pushchair to get past it.
What? How
so
big
it's
is
long
it?
and thin, and I think it might be, I don't know, a blind or a, curtain rail.
What's the girth? Is it like that sort of girth?
There's a lot of packaging around it.
So he can't get through his letterbox. You haven't.
Oh no! So you have to. That's the whole point. Well, that's been so irritating. We have to ring the doorbell. He's not there.
Okay.
And she said it's really irritating. She sort of looked at him apologetically as if to say, I didn't mean to call you here on telly to say you're an irritating neighbour.
But she is a professional actress.
I know.
So, I mean, she could just be lying.
That's very good, though.
So you've brought it in tonight. You've brought it in.
I thought this would be an extreme...
Is this the only reason you've come on the show? Just to give back a parcel?
What about David and the table tennis?
Oh, we're actually going through with all that, are we?
David, remind us of your supposition.
He tried to recruit me for his underground ping-pong club because he was impressed by my skills with the bat.
Can I just check, when you say underground, do you mean underground literally, it's underground, or do you mean it's a bit devious?
I don't think there was any illegality, but it was, to a certain extent, subterranean. It was in a sort of basement.
In his basement?
No, in the basement of an advertising agency.
Are you good at table tennis?
I'm a bit good at table tennis. Not very good, but I'm better than you'd expect me to be.
And how did this man see you play table tennis?
Well, I played it there at the basement.
How do you know him?
He's a friend. I know him in my life. He works in the media.
To be absolutely clear what you're saying, apart from me and Rob, you have another friend.
You said, David, in your statement, he was wowed by your table tennis.
Yeah.
I've seen you play table tennis, but I don't picture you as being particularly adept at any sport. You don't mind me saying that?
Oh, don't I? OK. Good to know, because I was wondering what I was experiencing. But
Talk me through your serve.
Well, I sort of go...
That's a bog standard. You don't do...
No, because I like to keep my tongue in my mouth.
Right, ready? Ready?
OK.
I played it to your forehand, you idiot.
Well, I couldn't see the ball's invisible.
Because you're not an actor of sufficient imagination, are you?
If you were a better actor, Rob, you'd know which side that you serve. Do you want me to serve to you, David?
What, don't stop playing with him? No.
It's all right, we can get it over.
No. Stop it. Give me your bat. So there you were, playing table tennis in this underground car park, and what you did wowed him enough to say, please join our team.
No, well, firstly, he'd invited me to see the club. Yeah. So I hadn't just turned up and he saw me across a crowded underground ping pong.
I'm not suggesting romance was involved.
Yeah. Seeing people across a crowded area doesn't mean there's romance involved.
Typically, the expression, I saw him or her cross a crowded room infers romance.
It implies.
Well, we need an answer. So, Lee's team, is Justin Aston's shocked shopper, Olivia's neglectful neighbour, or is he David's ping-pong pal?
I think anyone that's prepared to stand there that long while all this is going on is a wildlife photographer.
Or one of the others, and he's been told to stand there for that long.
If what you're saying there is true, Michaela, then we've had a wildlife photographer on every single episode.
Do you know what he doesn't look like? A man who shops at Asda. He has got Waitrose written all over his face, hasn't he?
I think Olivia's story is very believable.
The apologetic look when she described him as an irritant is either the greatest piece of acting of my generation or a typically British response of, I've got my neighbour on telly and told the whole country how annoying he is.
I'm torn, but I'll go with Olivia then.
You think it's Olivia? Right. Justin, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Justin, and I tried to recruit David for my underground ping pong club.
Yes, Justin is David's ping pong pal. Thank you very much, Justin. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lies. And we start with... It's Aston.
A bodyguard once rushed me to safety after a fan went to extreme lengths to get into my hotel room.
Oh, this is ringing bells with you, Lee. Off you go.
What was the extreme lengths this fan went to?
Basically, we unloaded our suitcases off the tour bus and she had got herself into a suitcase and planted it.
Was she called Mrs. Houdini? What are you talking about?
Obviously, she's like, someone must have put her there.
Was it zipped up?
I think so.
So I'm picturing it more like Scooby-Doo, like a potato sack tied with rope, and it's sort of moving. And they're saying, whose bag's this? And she's like, no one, just take it to Aston's room.
Was it a woman or a man?
Oh, no, we were told it was a girl.
So you never saw this girl?
Might you have packed her in the previous hotel? You know, it's a bit of a crazy night and you're packing your stuff. And the next thing you know, she turns up at the next Premier Inn.
Yeah.
Did you get any description of this girl?
She was all right, apparently, but that was...
What are you thinking, Michaela?
I'm thinking it's probably true. I mean, fans do crazy things, don't they?
It's hard, isn't it? I think it might be true.
I think it might be a lie, but I'm going to go
Well,
with
I'm going to change my mind and go with you then.
No, we can't do that. If you say true and you say true and I go, well, I think it's a lie, but we'll go true.
You're
I'm covered
captain,
both
though,
ways,
right?
aren't I? But this way now...
You're on this every week. You don't get Greg Wallace tasting a meal and going, I don't know, what do you think of it?
In that case, we're going to say it's a lie.
You say it's a lie. Aston, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It's true.
Next, it's Lee.
I once refused to help a hang glider who had become tangled in a tree because 2 hours earlier he had been rude to me in a car park.
David C.
I love it. How high up in the tree was he?
He was about 2/3 of the way up of the tree. You probably want to know the height of the tree, don't you?
Yes, please.
The height of the tree was about how high he was plus a third.
So he wasn't 2/3 of the way up the tree, he was 3/4.
He was...
If he was 2/3 of the way up the tree, then the height of the tree was how high he was plus a half.
That is a fair point, isn't it?
He's made you look an idiot.
Yeah.
Where was the car park?
The car park was just near a cliff.
Right, yeah.
What was the altercation that you had with him?
He took the last space that I considered my space. Because I got to the space in the car park and I did that thing where I was waiting with my hazard lights on.
Yeah.
He came around the corner and just as the person pulled out, he pulled straight into the space.
Oh,
I got out the car, I would say menacingly. I approached his car. He got out the car, bigger. And I said, forget it then, you know. That's your attitude.
So
Did he
then-
get his equipment out then?
He'd already belittled me enough.
Where was this tree? What were you doing when you came across this tree with him in it?
I was just going for a stroll with my wife.
And you heard a noise. Did you hear him or see him first?
I heard him first.
You heard
yes.
him. What was the sound that you heard? You're talking to
can
your
you imagine
wife.
a kite hitting a tree, times that by 50, and then add a human? That is what it sounded like. obviously, I took the smart-ass approach and I went, "Oi, think you'll find I was going to park there?"
What did he say?
He went, "Help! Can you help?" And I couldn't see him at first because it was just a sort of mess of tree and hang glider and
What sort of tree was it, Lee?
It was a big one.
No, trees have names, don't they?
Brian,
was it an
the big
oak
tree.
or a birch or an ash? The species of tree.
I'm going to go for oak.
But was it an oak?
No. Look, I'm walking along with my wife. Ba, 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 ba. Crash! Pow! Wow! Is that an oak? That's not how conversations go, is it? You're going, there's a man in a tree fighting for his life.
A man in a tree shouting, "Help, help,
Help!
me,
I'm
help."
stuck in an oak, I think.
And what did you say to him as he
That's
shouted
not
help?
an oak. You're confusing me now. When I have to relay this on Would I Lie to You, I'll get all confused. And it's your fault. I don't know. I think it might be a sycamore. Can you just help me?
A sycamore?
Yeah, when he fell out, he went like that all the way down.
And what did your wife have to say about this?
My wife said, "We must help him." And I said, "I refuse. I absolutely refuse."
And she just went along with
Nope. She climbed that tree.
Yeah.
She climbed that tree.
With her bare hands?
No, she got human hands. She climbed that tree, and luckily she had some nail scissors, and she slowly started cutting at the many bits of tangled up bits around him until eventually she managed to help him get down.
Did
The
she
hang
carry...
glider had strings
This, of course,
like a parachute.
Sounds like a parachute, doesn't it?
I should point out, I'd walked away, and this is just the story that my wife recounted.
And then when did you next see your wife?
I still haven't seen her since.
So what did she...
He was a very good-looking Spanish guy, apparently.
All right. Super. Well, this is definitely true. Don't you believe this?
No.
A lie? Yeah. No, I think we think it's a lie because of... We think it's a lie because of what he said.
Lee, was it the truth or was it a lie?
Of course it was a lie.
Well, that noise signals time is up and it's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team has won by 4 points to 1. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.